I mean, isn't that interesting? Light, I have a light inside of me, right? Yeah, they need to know that, don't they? Just like you do. Once you look at someone and say, you got a light inside of you too. Look at them. Come on, participate. We're here. It's in the morning. You're here. You know, first of all, I get firsthand experience to witness and see what actually takes place. I have the privilege of working with this amazing organization every single week. What you're hearing about the things that they do, I see it, I witness it. You know, it's almost like being in the kitchen when a great chef is making the meal. I see them do that with their programming, their planning, their processes, the way they're looking to continually improve. The people are in love with what they do. Similar to when I read about like Mother Teresa when she was holding a child that had leprosy and a man walked up to her and said, you couldn't pay me to do that. And she looked at him and said, you couldn't pay me either. These folks are dedicated and committed, and it moves me. And let me tell you why it moves me. My life is one with a single mother raising 5 of her brothers as a child of herself and having 2 of her own, and me being one of them. Living in the inner city, nothing but abuse, neglect, violence, despair, brokenness, not knowing what to do, when you're going to eat. Tuna fish and crackers was our caviar. But my mom had grit. My mom worked 2 and 3 jobs. I could hear her crying at night. Didn't know why. Christmas time, we were used to having someone break into our home and take our gifts, so we called him Ghetto Claus. That was into an apartment where we lived. I'm not trying to make you feel sad. I'm trying to let you know that today I'm a people person. That's all I do is live my life for people. I'm a leader, a communicator, and an artist. I was able to stop being a chameleon who took color, who tried to just figure out how to live, because I met a man named Sluggo who was a coach, who took a little time and bought me some cleats and told me you can channel whatever's going on inside of you, this silence that you hold and then you release with violence. It can be done differently. To another man named Sam Winger, who told me that I was more than I had become. To a gentleman from Missouri named Harry Ramey, who touched me on my head and said, we're not the same, but we need the same thing. We need to feel value. We need to live. There's things inside of you that this world needs that come from you, and only from you. You are unique, like your fingerprint. 99.9% of you and I in this room is exactly the same according to our DNA, but 0.1% makes us unmistakably us. That 0.1% is where your unmistakable self is. And that Light that those children were just singing about, they're talking about the unmistakable potential that is yet to be realized. They're wondering if their possibility will turn to a probability that will turn to an actuality, a reality for something that they can do. Every one of you in this room know what it's like. You have a story to tell, as you heard, Mrs. Cleary, or a mom, or a dad, or a friend. You know what? You equally, too, have a story of disappointment, shame, embarrassment, frustration. It's not about all of those things. It's that we are more than we become. We need access to these opportunities. So from a Sluggo to a Sam Winger to a Harry Ramey, then to a John Maxwell at the age of 22 who I met. And he was my first mentor who challenged me to find out if I really could be a leader and help unlock people. So I took him seriously, quit my job, and started working for a nonprofit. And I did it for 10 years of my life to discover the greatest joy ever is to see people, no matter what condition, no matter where they come from, no matter what their story is, that there is no best pedigree, there is no greatest person, that we all can be better. We all have the potential to be unlocked. Not pick locks, not breaking and entering, literally taking the tools to unlock people. That's why you're here. You're here because you have the ability to help their future. You have the potential key to help them unlock what it is that they can do next. I am standing here today as a kid who my mom would have loved this program because my program was somewhere outside of my home that she usually had to come find us. But not just for the child, but for the family. And because of the child making the difference in the family that can make a difference, the community can see better things, to see greater things. We can be more, they can be more. It's that light. Look at someone and say, do you care? Look at someone and say, do you care? Can you add value? And can I trust you? That's what those children are saying when they look at you. When Noe told you the story of the little girl who said, I'm safe. When those kids are engaging someone, they're saying, do you care about me? Can you help me? And can I trust you? That's what a Child Haven is doing daily, and going into the families and doing that daily. I want to encourage you to do that. I get to live an extraordinary, different life. It's not perfect, full of flaws. But my gosh, I am so much more than I've become, and I get to do it every single day because someone did something else for me. Would you be willing to do that? Would you be willing to connect with this vision and be a part of it? Would you be willing to understand and know that when you do this, it is going to make the greatest difference? And I want you to know that as you consider making this gift, and I want to make sure I get this right, to a Child's Haven, and thanks to the generosity of the John I. Smith Charities, each gift of $1,000 or more will be matched up to $50,000. So now this is a group who wants to unlock tomorrow's potential today. Will you join them? Will you help them live that LIGHT, I've got a light inside of me? Be a part of it. Join in. Unlock tomorrow's potential for them today. Thank you.